After watching this, you will never eat at night again. What happened that night changed everything. Listen carefully, my child, because this story from Abuja carries a hidden dark warning tonight. Tund was a young university student in Abuja who loved eating roadside food every night outside. He believed it saved him time and gave comfort after long study hours daily routine. Each night he walked under dim streetlights toward same roadside stall without questioning anything there. The food seller always smiled warmly, making him feel completely safe and welcomed everyday routine. Musa, his roommate, often warned him about dangers of eating night street food habit choices. Tund always laughed, saying hunger has no enemy, and continued his routine stubbornly everyday habit. One evening Musa passed stall early and noticed strange dirty conditions behind it clearly seen. He hesitated to tell Tund, hoping nothing bad would happen from silence again that night. Tund began noticing slight taste changes but ignored them due to strong hunger feelings inside. As weeks passed he developed stomach pain, dizziness, but still refused to stop eating habit. Musa became more frustrated watching his friend slowly destroy his own health daily without care. One rainy night curiosity pushed Tund toward back of stall he never entered before tonight. He slowly opened hidden door, unaware truth waiting inside would change everything forever completely now. That night rain fell heavily over Abuja streets, making shadows dance across silent empty roads. Tund still went out despite warnings because hunger had become stronger than fear inside him. The stall looked normal from outside with warm light glowing like comfort in darkness night. The woman greeted him smiling as always, calling him her loyal customer without suspicion. Tund felt proud of being known there, not realizing danger hides inside familiar comfort zones. Musa watched from distance, worried but unsure how to stop his stubborn friend anymore tonight. Inside Tund's mind everything felt routine, as if nothing could ever go wrong again there. He ate quickly, ignoring small strange smell that lingered around food without clear explanation now. Other customers sat quietly, unaware of hidden tension building slowly beneath normal street life scene. Tund finished food feeling satisfied but slightly uneasy without understanding why his body reacted so. Musa noticed flies gathering more than usual around stall but said nothing, fearing conflict again. The night grew darker and quieter, making every sound around stall feel unusually sharp sudden. Tund prepared to leave, not knowing this ordinary night was already changing his entire life. Behind him something moved near cooking area, but he did not turn to notice anything. Next evening Tund returned again as if nothing had ever disturbed his peaceful routine before. His stomach felt slightly weak during day, but he blamed stress from school pressure alone. Musa tried speaking again, warning him more seriously, but Tund dismissed every word immediately now. Their friendship began showing cracks as concern turned into frustration and stubborn pride grew stronger. Tund believed Musa was overthinking simple food situation that millions of people trusted daily always. The stall woman continued her warm behavior, making trust feel even stronger inside Tund's mind. But behind her smile small inconsistencies slowly appeared like shadows hiding behind bright light surface. Musa secretly observed one night, noticing how food containers were left uncovered too often there. He wanted to confront but lacked courage, fearing it might destroy friendship permanently between them both. Tund remained unaware, continuing same habit repeatedly even when small warning signs increased around stall. His body started reacting more strongly, but he ignored every signal, believing nothing serious existed. Hunger controlled his decisions more than logic, making him return every night without hesitation again. The street itself seemed quieter each time he walked through it toward same destination place. And slowly something unseen began tightening around his routine like invisible thread, pulling him deeper. Days turned into weeks and Tund's dependence on night food became stronger than ever before. Even when he felt stomach discomfort during mornings, he still waited eagerly for night arrival. Musa became restless watching this pattern repeat like broken cycle with no escape in sight. He finally decided to follow Tund secretly, hoping to discover truth behind his concern alone. That night he stayed hidden behind walls, watching Tund walk confidently toward familiar food stall. Everything looked normal from distance, but Musa noticed strange smell drifting stronger than before now. He saw vendor area more closely and realized cleanliness was far worse than expected truly. His stomach turned slightly, but he still needed proof before confronting his stubborn roommate directly. Tund arrived smiling, unaware of eyes watching him carefully from darkness nearby silent street corner. He ordered food as usual, eating quickly without noticing subtle differences in taste or smell. Musa observed carefully, feeling increasing discomfort about what he was witnessing behind everyday routine facade. But without evidence strong enough, he could not yet convince Tund to stop this behavior. The night ended quietly, leaving Musa confused and worried about what next step should follow. Meanwhile, Tund walked back home satisfied, not knowing danger was already surrounding his choices slowly. Morning came and Tund woke feeling unusual heaviness inside his stomach but ignored it again. He convinced himself it was normal tiredness from studying late into night previous day alone. Musa tried once more explaining what he had seen, but Tund refused to believe anything. Their argument grew louder as frustration replaced understanding between two friends living under same roof. Tund felt insulted that Musa questioned his food source, which had become daily comfort habit. He walked out angrily, heading to class, but his body felt weaker than usual today. Inside lecture hall, he struggled to focus while pain quietly spread across his abdomen slowly. Still, he refused medical attention, believing symptoms would disappear naturally without serious concern needed. That evening, hunger returned strongly, pushing him back toward stall despite earlier discomfort experienced earlier. Musa followed again, silently hoping to witness something that would finally convince stubborn Tund fully. At stall, everything looked normal, but subtle details felt increasingly wrong under closer observation now. Tund ate again, ignoring strange bitterness in taste that was becoming more noticeable each time. Musa clenched his fists, realizing situation was worsening faster than he had originally feared deeply. And unknown to both of them, something dangerous was already developing behind that food stall. Over time, Tund's health continued declining, though he kept refusing to accept reality fully inside. He began feeling dizziness during lectures and weakness while walking long distances across campus daily. Still, he insisted nothing serious was wrong, blaming stress and lack of proper rest alone. Musa grew increasingly desperate, trying different ways to make him stop night eating habit completely. But Tund had built emotional attachment to stall, making change feel impossible for him now. The vendor's friendliness made him trust the place even more despite growing internal discomfort daily. One evening, Musa attempted direct confrontation, but Tund reacted angrily, shutting down conversation immediately again. This created deeper distance between them, weakening friendship bond that once felt strong and stable. Meanwhile, Tund's body continued reacting badly after each meal, but recovery was always temporary only. He ignored repeated warnings from his own health signals, choosing comfort over caution every time. The stall continued operating normally, attracting more customers who trusted what they could not see. Behind scenes, conditions remained poor but hidden carefully from public eyes and perception outside world. Tund's dependency now felt like addiction, making him return automatically without conscious decision involved anymore. And each night brought him closer to truth he was not yet ready to face. One rainy evening, everything shifted when Tund arrived earlier than usual due to intense hunger. The streets were emptier than normal, giving atmosphere a strange quietness that felt unsettling now. The stall light flickered slightly as wind passed through narrow street, creating eerie movement shadows. Tund sat waiting while observing small details he had never paid attention to before tonight. He noticed broken containers and slightly unusual smell, but still convinced himself nothing was wrong. Musa was not present that night, leaving Tund alone with his thoughts and growing curiosity. For the first time, he felt urge to look behind stall where workers moved constantly. He stood slowly, ignoring warning feeling inside his mind telling him not to proceed further. Step by step, he walked toward small hidden door that looked slightly different than usual. His heartbeat increased, but hunger and curiosity pushed him forward despite growing internal fear rising. He placed his hand on door, feeling cold surface that seemed strangely unwelcoming at touch. For a moment he paused, considering turning back, but silence around him felt too heavy. Then he slowly pushed door open, not knowing truth was waiting just beyond that barrier. And what he saw inside would permanently change everything he believed about that food stall. Inside the small back area, Tund saw old containers stacked in disturbing careless disorder everywhere. Some pots contained leftover food being mixed again without proper cleaning or hygiene consideration present. Flies moved freely across surfaces, making entire space feel unhealthy and deeply uncomfortable to witness. Tund's stomach tightened immediately as realization slowly entered his mind like cold sudden shock wave. He stepped back slightly, trying to understand whether what he saw was real or illusion. A rat suddenly ran across corner, making him freeze completely, unable to move or speak. The vendor noticed him and their eyes met, creating silent moment filled with fear tension. Tund felt betrayed, but words refused to come out as confusion overwhelmed his entire thinking. He slowly backed away, shaking while trying to process what he had just discovered there. Musa appeared shortly after, sensing disturbance, and immediately understood truth from Tund's shaken expression face. Tund could barely whisper as everything he trusted collapsed inside his mind at once time. The rain outside grew louder, matching chaos forming inside his heart and thoughts simultaneously now. He finally turned away, running into darkness, unable to remain inside that terrifying hidden space. And from that moment nothing about night eating would ever feel normal again in life. Tund kept running until his strength faded and he collapsed near quiet roadside under rain. His breathing was heavy and irregular while memories of what he saw replayed repeatedly mind. Musa found him moments later, helping him sit while asking what exactly had happened inside. Tund struggled to speak, finally describing broken images of what he witnessed behind stall area. Musa listened silently, feeling both anger and sadness, knowing his fears had been completely correct. Tund felt sick as realization deepened, making him understand how long he had been careless. For the first time fear entered not just his mind but also his physical body reaction. He could not eat anything that night despite hunger because disgust had taken full control. Musa stayed with him, ensuring he did not return again to that dangerous location place. The rain eventually stopped, but emotional storm inside Tund continued, growing stronger without relief present. He kept repeating what he saw, unable to erase disturbing images from his memory now. Sleep became difficult as guilt and fear mixed together, forming heavy pressure inside his thoughts. Musa promised to support him but also insisted medical help was necessary immediately next morning. And Tund finally realized consequences of ignoring warnings had already begun affecting his life deeply. The next morning Tund visited clinic with Musa, who insisted they not delay any longer. Doctor examined him carefully, asking detailed questions about his eating habits and symptoms experienced recently. When Tund explained night food routine, doctor's expression became serious and concerned immediately afterward shown. He warned about infection risks caused by prolonged unsafe food exposure over long period time. Tund felt shock, realizing damage was not sudden but built slowly through repeated choices made. Medicine was prescribed along with strict instruction to avoid outside food until full recovery achieved. Musa listened carefully, supporting every instruction while Tund remained silent, processing painful truth inside. For the first time regret replaced pride as he understood consequences of his stubborn behavior. Still, emotional attachment to stall lingered, making his recovery mentally challenging despite physical treatment ongoing. He returned home weak but more aware of danger he had been ignoring for months. Musa stayed close, watching over him like protective reminder of truth he nearly lost before. Tund tried sleeping but memories kept disturbing his mind, preventing peaceful rest from happening easily. He now understood recovery would not only be physical but also emotional and psychological journey. And somewhere deep inside he knew returning to old habit was no longer an option. Tund began rebuilding his life slowly while avoiding any contact with night street food completely. He focused on recovery after clinic treatment, following doctor instructions with serious disciplined mindset daily. Musa supported him consistently, reminding him that discipline would determine whether he fully recovered properly. The craving did not disappear immediately but came in waves during quiet, lonely evening hours. Sometimes Tund stood near door feeling pulled toward old habit, but he resisted carefully again. He started spending more time studying to distract himself from thoughts of familiar food memories. Musa observed improvement but remained alert, fearing sudden relapse could still happen unexpectedly anytime soon. Tund began cooking simple meals, learning patience he never practiced during his careless past life. Each meal he prepared reminded him of consequences tied to ignoring warnings from trusted people. His body slowly regained strength, though emotional memory of stall remained deeply embedded within him. One evening he almost stepped outside but stopped, remembering hospital warning and Musa guidance clearly. That moment strengthened his resolve, making him realize progress required constant daily discipline and control. He sat quietly, reflecting on how ignorance had nearly destroyed his health and stability before. And for the first time he felt determined not to return to old destructive habits. Days turned into weeks and Tun's recovery became more stable, though temptations still lingered faintly. Musa remained close, ensuring his friend maintained discipline during vulnerable moments of weakness at night. The stall still existed in same location, but Tun avoided passing near it completely now. Even the smell from distance sometimes triggered memories, but he quickly redirected his thoughts away. He focused more on academics, trying to rebuild confidence lost during his earlier illness phase. Musa encouraged him daily, reminding him that strength grows through consistency and repeated responsible choices. Tun began understanding how habits form silently and can control life if left unchecked early. One evening he shared his full experience with Musa, expressing regret for ignoring early warnings. Musa listened calmly without judgment, acknowledging pain his friend had gone through deeply before now. Their friendship became stronger because honesty replaced pride and misunderstanding that once separated them before. Tun realized true friendship sometimes requires painful truth instead of comforting lies that hide danger. He promised himself never again to dismiss warnings without careful reflection and understanding consequences fully. His health continued improving gradually as emotional healing followed physical recovery step by step forward. And slowly peace returned to his life, replacing confusion that once dominated his thinking daily. One night Tun walked alone near campus, reflecting on everything he had experienced previously before. The streets were calm, but memories of stalls still echoed quietly inside his mind strongly. He remembered first night when food seemed harmless and comforted his tired student lifestyle easily. He also remembered warning signs he ignored because hunger clouded his judgment repeatedly without awareness. That reflection made him realize how small decisions can grow into serious consequences over time. Musa had been right all along, but pride had prevented him from listening earlier carefully. He felt grateful for survival, but also ashamed for how far he had fallen previously. The experience changed how he viewed food, trust, and daily habits in general life. He began questioning things more deeply instead of accepting appearances without proper thought or caution. This shift marked important emotional growth that separated his past ignorance from present awareness clearly. Even though fear still existed, it now served as protection rather than emotional weakness inside. He understood lessons often arrive through pain when warnings are ignored repeatedly without reflection early. As he walked back home, he felt lighter than before despite heavy past memories present. And for the first time he believed he truly had control over his own choices. Musa noticed complete transformation in Tun's attitude and felt relieved seeing his recovery progress. He no longer saw stubborn, reckless behavior but careful, thoughtful actions guiding daily decisions now. Tun started planning meals ahead instead of depending on unpredictable street food sources anymore completely. He even helped Musa understand how easily habits can trap people without early awareness present. Their conversations became deeper, focusing on life choices, responsibility, and consequences of neglecting guidance always. One evening they discussed how many students fall into similar traps due to convenience lifestyle. Tun realized his experience was not unique but shared by many unaware individuals everywhere around. This realization made him feel responsible to share caution with others who might suffer similarly. He began advising classmates gently about food safety without forcing fear or judgment upon them. His intention was not to shame others but to prevent repetition of his painful mistakes. Musa supported this mission, believing awareness could save many people from similar harmful experiences ahead. Together they reflected on how silence and ignorance had nearly destroyed Tun's health permanently before. Tun felt stronger emotionally, knowing his suffering could now help others avoid similar consequences later. And this sense of purpose gave meaning to his recovery beyond personal survival alone today. Months later, life had fully stabilized for Tun and he no longer feared nighttime anymore. He walked freely without anxiety, feeling confident in choices he now made with awareness present. The stall still operated in same location, but it no longer held power over him. Even when passing nearby he felt no urge, only distant memory of lessons learned painfully. Musa and Tun continued living together, maintaining stronger bond built through shared hardship experience before. Their friendship became example of how truth and patience can heal relationships broken by ignorance. Tun often advised younger students about importance of questioning habits before they become dangerous routines. He emphasized that comfort should never replace caution, especially when health is involved directly always. People listened because his story carried emotional weight and real consequences they could understand clearly. He never exaggerated but simply shared truth exactly as it happened during his difficult journey. This honesty made his message powerful among peers who respected his transformation deeply over time. Tund felt no pride, only responsibility to ensure others avoided same painful experience he endured. Each day strengthened his belief that awareness is stronger than fear when applied correctly consistently. And slowly his past became lesson rather than burden weighing on his present life anymore. One evening rain returned to Abuja, bringing memories of the night everything changed for Tund. He stood by window watching drops fall while thinking about how far he had come. Musa joined him silently, sensing emotional reflection taking place within his friend's thoughtful mind again. They both remained quiet for a moment, remembering fear, confusion and discovery from that night. Tund finally spoke, saying he never imagined small habit could lead to such consequences before. Musa replied that most dangers grow quietly until they become impossible to ignore completely later. This conversation helped Tund accept past fully without resentment or denial about what happened earlier. He realized acceptance was necessary part of healing process after trauma and poor decisions made. The rain outside felt calming instead of frightening, unlike the night of discovery previously experienced. Tund no longer associated darkness with fear but with learning and personal transformation growth now. He felt gratitude for survival and for Musa, who never abandoned him during difficult moments. Their shared silence carried understanding stronger than words could express between them at that moment. Tund closed window, feeling peaceful for first time during rainy night in long while. And that peace marked final stage of emotional recovery from his past suffering journey. Life gradually returned to normal rhythm and Tund fully embraced disciplined lifestyle, moving forward steadily. He balanced studies, health and social life without allowing any harmful habit to dominate again. Musa also improved his own habits, inspired by Tund's transformation and disciplined recovery journey. They often cooked together, sharing meals that were simple, clean and prepared with care always. Tund no longer rushed meals but appreciated process of preparing food responsibly every single time. He understood now that patience in small things prevents major problems from developing later unexpectedly. Their room became organized, symbolizing internal order that replaced previous chaos from earlier lifestyle days. Friends noticed positive change in both of them, commenting on maturity they had developed recently. Tund accepted compliments humbly, knowing change came from pain, not sudden inspiration or luck alone. He remained cautious, never forgetting how quickly comfort can turn into hidden danger silently growing. Each experience reminded him that awareness must always stay active in everyday decisions consistently maintained. He continued mentoring others, informally sharing lessons without forcing advice onto anyone unwilling to listen. His voice carried sincerity, shaped by real experience rather than theory or imagination alone previously. And this authenticity made his transformation meaningful both to himself and people around him. Years later, Tund looked back at his journey, realizing how different his life had become. What once seemed like small harmless habit had almost cost him his health and stability. He often wondered how many others still repeated same mistakes without realizing hidden dangers present. This thought encouraged him to continue speaking about food safety and awareness in simple terms. Musa remained lifelong friend and witness to transformation that changed both their perspectives deeply forever. They sometimes revisited memories not with pain but with understanding of lessons learned together. Tund believed every person has moment where ignorance ends and awareness begins through experience. His moment came through suffering, but it taught him value of listening and observing carefully. He never claimed perfection, only growth achieved through mistakes and willingness to change behavior. This humility made his story relatable to others facing similar struggles in their lives daily. He understood that wisdom is not about avoiding failure but learning from it completely. And that understanding became foundation of how he now lived every single day forward. Peace no longer felt temporary but stable because it was built on awareness and discipline. And so his story remained reminder that small choices can shape entire future destiny. Tund eventually graduated from university with improved focus and stronger mindset than before earlier. His academic performance reflected discipline he had built during recovery from harmful eating habit experience. Musa celebrated with him, knowing journey had been difficult but ultimately life-changing positively always. They both reflected on how close Tund came to serious health collapse from negligence before. That memory made graduation more meaningful because it represented survival and personal transformation achieved together. Tund thanked Musa for patient support and honesty that helped him avoid deeper consequences later. Musa simply smiled, saying true friendship means standing firm even when truth is uncomfortable spoken. They both agreed that silence can sometimes be more dangerous than confrontation when needed early. Tund felt prepared for future challenges, knowing he had overcome one of his greatest weaknesses. He entered adulthood with caution, awareness and respect for decisions affecting long-term well-being always. The stall that once controlled his nights became distant memory rather than emotional trigger anymore. He no longer feared it but understood it as part of his personal growth journey. Each milestone reminded him how far he had traveled from ignorance to understanding and clarity. And that journey shaped the man he had become today, with stronger moral foundation built. After graduation, Tund began working part-time while maintaining disciplined lifestyle learned through past experience. He avoided shortcuts in life, preferring steady, responsible approach to every decision he now made. Musa also pursued his own goals, inspired by resilience they both developed through hardship together. They remained close even as responsibilities increased because their bond was built through survival experience. Tund often advised younger colleagues about importance of questioning habits before they become dangerous patterns. He never used fear but instead shared story calmly to encourage awareness and prevention early. People appreciated his honesty because it came from real experience rather than abstract advice alone. Tund realized his past mistake had turned into valuable lesson that could help many others. This realization gave him sense of purpose beyond personal success or professional achievement alone now. He continued practicing careful eating habits, ensuring he never returned to careless behavior again ever. Even when tempted by convenience, he chose discipline, remembering consequences he once experienced personally before. His life stabilized into healthy routine built on awareness, responsibility and consistent self-control practice. And through this stability he finally felt true peace that lasted beyond temporary relief moments. One evening, Tund visited old neighborhood where stall once existed during his difficult past period. The area had changed slightly but memories remained strong within his mind as he walked. He stopped briefly, remembering fear, confusion and discovery that once defined his turning point life. But now those memories no longer brought anxiety, only understanding of growth achieved over time. He felt gratitude for experience despite pain because it redirected his life toward better path. Without that moment he might never have learned importance of caution and awareness daily living. He realized life sometimes teaches harsh lessons when gentle warnings are repeatedly ignored completely earlier. This reflection strengthened his commitment to living responsibly and guiding others away from similar mistakes. Musa joined him later and they stood quietly, acknowledging shared history without needing many words. Their silence expressed acceptance of past and appreciation for present stability they now enjoyed together. Tund felt no desire to return to old habits because he understood their hidden dangers. Instead he focused on future filled with purpose, growth and continued personal improvement every day. The visit ended peacefully, marking closure of painful chapter that once controlled his life strongly. And from that moment forward he never looked back with fear again in life. As years passed, Tund's story became personal legend among friends who knew his journey well. They often shared it as reminder that habits can silently shape destiny if ignored early. Tund never exaggerated events but spoke honestly about consequences of carelessness and lack of awareness. His calm storytelling made people reflect deeply on their own choices and daily routines carefully. Musa often supported him during these talks, adding perspective on how warning signs were missed. Together they emphasized importance of listening to concerns from trusted people before problems grow larger. Tund believed transformation is always possible when someone chooses discipline over temporary comfort repeatedly daily. He continued living responsibly, avoiding any behavior that could compromise his health or peace again. His life became an example of how mistakes can be turned into meaningful lessons for others. Even though past remained part of him, it no longer defined his identity or future. Instead, it served as foundation for wisdom he now shared with sincerity and humility always. He often said survival is not enough unless lessons are truly understood and applied correctly. And that belief guided everything he did in both personal and professional life forward. His journey stood as proof that change is possible through awareness, courage, and discipline combined. And so, my child, this is the full story of Tund and his night habit. A simple routine of eating outside food turned into painful lesson about awareness and choices. He learned that comfort without caution can slowly lead into dangerous consequences over time unnoticed. Musa's warnings were ignored at first but eventually became lifeline that saved his health life. Tund's transformation came through pain but resulted in wisdom that shaped his entire future path. He never returned to careless eating habits and always valued cleanliness and careful preparation deeply. His story reminds us that small daily decisions can build either safety or silent danger. We must listen when others warn us because wisdom often comes through voices outside ourselves. Ignoring signs may feel easy, but consequences can grow quietly until they become unavoidable reality. Tund survived his mistake, but many others may not get second chance like he did. That is why awareness, discipline, and humility are essential in every part of life journey. So remember this lesson whenever you feel tempted to ignore small warning signs around you. Because what seems harmless today may become the lesson you regret tomorrow if ignored blindly. And that is why, my child, you may never eat at night the same way again.